Now the topic before us is beyond the autocorrect, mastering common misspellings. In today's world, we have to write emails, letters and reports, and we send the same to different persons for different purposes. While writing different pieces of matters or different messages, it may be possible that sometimes the words written by us in our written communication are misspelled. We have no time to check whether the email written by us is properly worded, whether the spellings are correct. We read the email and hit the send button on our computer. It may be possible that some of the words which have been written by us in our email are not correctly spelled. If we write a message with incorrect words or misspelled words, it will adversely affect our image in the eyes of the reader. It can create confusion. It may be possible that when you write an email or a report with incorrect word or misspelled words, the other side, that is the reader, may not be able to understand what you want to convey. It will adversely affect your image in the eyes of the reader. To avoid incorrect spellings of a word, use spell check tools and proofread your writing carefully. We must give time to proofread what we have written. Most of the mistakes can be avoided if we simply devote some of the time after writing some message. We can also make the use of spell check tools which are there in Microsoft Word or etc. We should develop the habit of checking for common misspellings. It can significantly enhance clarity and professionalism of your work. Now we will understand what are the common misspelled words which normally we make use of. Here it is example, please bring a piece of paper. Here you will see that one is piece where PEICE and the other is PIECE. We have to choose which piece is correct. Here it is correct. Next is her death left a vacuum in his life. These are the two words. In one there is double U and in other it is single U is used. While pronunciation is same, but when we are to write it, the letters are different. If we simply speak, her death left a vacuum in his life, there is no problem. But when we are writing, the spellings are in both the cases are different. Here it is correct, vacuum. In the same way, the vacuum cleaner has various attachments, or the vacuum cleaner has various attachments. In the same way, here U is to be W is to be used in case of vacuum. I am happy to receive the news of your promotion. Here, this receive is correct. Here, you will also see that we have written some rule, common English rule, I before E, except after C. What it means? It means that it is a common rule that in most of the times, I comes first and E comes thereafter. For example, believe, I has come first. Again, achieve, ACHIEVE. Here again, I has come first. Then there are other words like niece, field, thief, and peace. In all these cases, you will see that I is in these words, I comes first, E comes thereafter. But the same rule also says that except after C. That is, if in the word C letter is there, then after C, E will come first. For example, in receive, in that case, E will come first. Then deceive, DECEIVE. Then sealing. This is a common English rule. We cannot apply it in each and every case. There may be some exceptions to this rule also, such as science. Here you will see that this word does not follow this common English rule. That is, this rule says that I should come first and E after that. But except after C, that is, in case of C, E will come first. It says that E will come first. But here this word also does not follow this rule. That is, though there is a common guidance that normally I should come first, E after that. But if C is there, E will come first and I thereafter. Again, there are certain exceptions to this rule. For example, science. However, this common English rule helps us in writing various words. The best way which we can adopt to improve our spellings is through consistent reading and writing. There is no shortcut. We should read newspapers, books, we should write the words, and only with the passage of time you can become perfect. Suppose you go to a school and you say that I have come here to lodge a complaint against the behavior of another student. Your brother is studying in a school. You go to the principal of the school says, then give the complaint in writing. Then you start writing the complaint to the principal, XYZ school. You say that I am postgraduate in English and I am working as an officer in a government organization. Then on seeing your letter, the principal of the school will understand what type of education you have. If you do not make proper use of the words, or you make, or the spellings written by you are incorrect, it adversely affect your image in the eyes of the reader, or here in this case it will adversely affect your image in the eyes of the principal. Here the principal is not this. Here the correct principal is this. Principal, PAL. Who is the head of the institution, or who is the administrator of the school. So here the example is the dash greeted the students. The principal greeted the students. The other principal means is concerned with moral values, ideals, rules, beliefs. He is a man of principles, we normally say. So here he follows the principle of honesty. Here it is moral standard or values. So from the example of principle, you can well understand that choose of the correct word can build our image as well as if we choose the wrong word, it can tarnish our image, adversely affect our image. Then the words is complement. There are two words, one is complement which has I in it and the other has E in it. One complement means praise. The other principle means, other complement means good match or something that completes the other thing. Here we are to fill in the blanks. He received a dash for his presentation. When you do some presentation, what happens? Either your presentation is good, you receive praise, other people's praise that your presentation was very okay, was very good, or they may say that the presentation was not, was bad. So when you receive, here the word is to be used is compliment, compli, compliment. He received the other people praised his presentation. The new paint color is a good match or fits in with the other thing, or is a good match for the other thing. Here it is complement, complement, complement. Then discrete. In one discrete, T is in the middle, and in other case, T is at the last. In case of discrete, it means keeping things secret. Or private. Now let us read what is. She offered him a dash loan to help him get back to his feet. The what is the meaning of other discrete? Here T is in the middle. It means individually distinct and separate things. One means keeping things private or secret, and other discrete means individually different things or separate things. Now we will read. She offered him a dash loan to help him get back to his feet. That is, he though she offered a loan, but she did not tell others. The loan given was kept secret. So here we will use the word discrete, double ET. Next is each department in the company operates as a discrete. Discrete means separate entity. Though there may be different departments, each department has its own head, its own funds, its own working style, with its own budget and management team. Here we have used discrete which has T in the middle. That is, each department is a separate entity. Then there are certain words which have silent letters. Such words can be tricky. When we speak doubt, debt, island, while we are speaking island. In pronunciation, we are speaking island. But actually, when we are to write, it is Island, Iceland. In the same way, when we say debt, that the farmers have a lot of debt on him, that person has a lot of debt on him because she is a farmer. Here we are talking about debt. That is the loan he has availed. If we simply say debt, it means DET. But while speaking, it is okay, DET. But actually, the word is DEBT. B is silent. Here, in case of Iceland, S was silent. Here, E is silent. In case of doubt, it is like this. DOWT. When we are pronunciation, when we are speaking the word doubt, it is such DOWT, such like this word. But actually, when we write it, it is DOUBT. B is silent. So these silent words also are tricky for us, and we must understand what are those words which have some silent letter in it, and we so that we can make proper use the same words in our writing, so that our message is clear, brief, to the point, and there is no confusion in the mind of the reader as to what we want to convey. Then there are some common misspelled words here. Accommodate versus accommodate. In one there is double C and double M, and in other case there is double C and only single M. Accommodate. Now which accommodate is the proper word? This hotel can accommodate 500 guests. Which accommodate is to be used? This is to be used. This is incorrect. She is an independent woman. She is a strong and independent woman. Which independent? DANT or DENT? Whether this is correct or DANT is correct. Here it is correct. It is wrong. Then embrace. The scandal embraced the entire organization, damaging its reputation. When there is a scandal, the image of the company is adversely affected. The here, when there is a scandal, it has embraced the entire organization. Which embrace? Here, it is the correct. Double R, double S, and it is incorrect. The accident occurred yesterday. Which occurred? Whether it is correct or it is correct. Double C or double R? Double C double R or double C single R? This is correct. The accident occurred yesterday. Here it is double C and double R. So these are only just example of some commonly misspelt words. So we must with read and write various such type of words which can cause confusion in our mind as to which is the proper word. And while writing emails, letters, or other written formats, we must pay attention to these. And when you go on reading and writing various types of words, and with the passage of time you can become perfect, so that you can convey your message properly, and it improves your image in the eyes of the others. Thanks for watching. If you like our course, please spare some time to give a star rating to our course. Now the topic before us is A for action, E for end result, choosing affect or effect. These two words, affect and effect, often cause confusion, because when we are speaking, these two words sound similar, but when we are to write these two words have different letters, and the meaning of these two words is also different. Now we will first discuss about affect, which starts with A double F E C T. It is commonly used as a verb. What is the meaning of affect? It means to influence or change something. Now we will understand how we use this word in the sentence, or what it conveys when it is used in the sentence. So here are certain examples. The weather can affect our mood. Affect means influence or change our mood. His speech affected the audience correctly, deeply. His speech affected means influenced the audience. The new law will affect means influence many businesses. The rain affected the traffic flow. When there is rains, the smooth flow of the traffic is disrupted. So here we have to use the word affected, because the traffic is adversely affected by rains. Her encouraging words affected my mood. Affected means changed my mood or influenced my mood. So now we will talk about another effect which starts with E, E double F, E C T. Effect with an E is not to be used as verb. Effect which starts with A is to be used as verb, but the effect which starts with E is not to be used as verb. The way effect is used, effect is commonly used as a noun. What is the meaning of effect? It means result or the consequence of an action or event. That is, it is the result or the consequence. When you are talking about the change itself, you will use effect. We will understand the usage of this word with the help of certain examples. The drug had a positive effect. Positive effect means positive consequence or positive result on our health. What are the effects of smoking? Effects means consequences, or what are the results of smoking. The effect of the new policy was immediately noticeable. Effect, consequence of the new policy, result of the new policy. The effect of the medicine was immediate. The result or consequence. Suppose there is a patient admitted in the hospital, he has been administered a medicine and the result of the medicine is good. So we will say that the effect of the medicine was immediate. Here we will use the word EFFECT. So how, here is a handy trick to understand where we are to use effect which starts with A or the word which starts with E. Substitute influence for effect. Suppose there is a sentence written and here there we have used effect. If we can replace that word with influence, we can say that the word is properly used. Then we can change the word effect with result. If the sentence sounds grammatically correct, you have likely chosen the right word. Now we will test our knowledge with the help of examples. The rain will affect our picnic plans. Here affect means influence our picnic plans. So here effect will be this, because it is not the result of our picnic plans. Rain is not the result of our picnic plan. It will influence our picnic plan. The movie affected me greatly. The movie is not the result. The movie influenced me greatly. So here we will use the affected, which starts with A. Next, the cyclone affected lakhs of people. Here the cyclone is not the result. Cyclone has influenced lakhs of people. So here we will use the word which starts with A. The effects of cyclone were devastating. Effects means the result. End result was devastating. So here we will use effect E, which starts with E. So here is a tip to remember the phrase affect something, effect of something. That is, this effect influences others, something, and it is the effect of something, it is the result of something. By keeping in mind that effect is typically for action and effect is the result, you can eliminate a common confusion and you can properly use these two words while writing these sentences. Thanks for watching. If you like our course, please spare some time to give a star rating to our course.